Hey folks, welcome to the rooftop. Trevor here. About 2 months ago, and over the past 2 months, I've spent some time upgrading my brew system from a 5-gallon to a 10-gallon system. One of the major challenges that I had to figure out was I want to do a full mash rather than a batch sparge, but how do I maintain the temperature of the mash without a cooler, which was what I was previously using for my mash tun. So I looked into a couple different systems. Usually folks either do a RIMS or a KRims system. I decided that the RIMS system was the one that I was more interested in doing. And typically for those, you've got either a RIMS tube where you're actually pumping work through a tube and there's a heating element sitting inside the tube, or a Kettle RIMS system where you actually have a heating element sitting inside a kettle, and then you're taking the temperature and turning that, cycling that element off and on inside the kettle. Ultimately, I decided to go with the Kettle RIMS system because I felt like the heat stick that I got was a little more versatile, and I could use it in a couple different places during the brew day. Now, I shot a video a couple of weeks, maybe a month ago, about that new Kettle RIMS system. I've actually learned quite a few things after going through a couple of brew days since then. So I want to share an update with you on some of the things that I've learned by using the Kettle RIMS system and some of the changes that I've had to make to the brewing system to accommodate. Alright, so let's get into it. So here's the kettle that is housing the elements here, this electric element, and it's plugged into the PID control over there, which is switching it on and off based on what temperature it's reading, and it's taking that reading from here, from the outlet. Now originally I had that over here on the inlet. My thinking was that it was at its coldest point coming in, but doing some research and also talking to some folks on Reddit, turns out that the outlet is really one that you want to be measuring so that the PID and the element can work together better. So that's being gravity fed down into the mash tun, and of course that's flowing back up into here. The second problem that I ran into was trying to adjust the flow control on things. So you can adjust the output here, and you can adjust the input here, but even with that I was still finding, I would think it was right where it needed to be, and then I would walk away and then all of a sudden I'm dry firing the element, which happened twice. And of course if you do that, you're going to really reduce the longevity of your heating element. So what I did was I got this Blickman auto sparge arm, which really does a nice job of helping me keep the levels exactly where I want it to be. So basically what happens is that float, when it reaches a certain level, it essentially shuts off the flow, which you can't really see here, but basically shuts off the flow of what's being pumped in, so that it's essentially keeping the level where it is. So really works really well. This is the first brew day with the auto sparge arm, but really feel like this was the piece that was missing from the entire setup. Alright, so I hope you found this update on my KRims system helpful. As always, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Please subscribe to the videos if you want to see more of the videos that I'm putting out. And of course you can find all my recipes, all of my videos, and all of my brew day notes on welcometotherooftop.com. Thanks.